Good Saturday, everyone. Our USA mortgage level of concern, we're level 2 again for our Saturday, which makes it a Meteorologist Mark weather alert day for the low end risk for an afternoon severe thunderstorm. Now, that risk is low end, but it's not zero, so we'll be weather aware again today. I know yesterday we had several reports of some small hail, some very gusty winds, very loud thunder, but storms just stayed just below those severe limits. Remember, hail has to reach 1 inch before it can become severe. Winds have to reach 60 miles an hour, and thunder and lightning don't count. So if they did, yesterday's storms would have been severe for the thunder, because that was some of the loudest thunder I think some of us had heard in some time, like the house shaking, booming. But hopefully we won't see anything like that today, but we do have a low end risk for a strong to severe thunderstorm this afternoon. Looking at our threat graphic, very low end risk for a tornado. The better risk would be for, again, a damaging wind gust, some hail once again, and maybe some isolated areas of flooding. So again, all these threats are low end, but the main threat time frame would be 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Our 5-day forecast shows 100% chance for showers and thunderstorms for our Saturday. Southwest winds at 10, gusting to 20, highs in the mid to upper 60s. And then for Sunday, 70% chance, guys, of scattered showers and thunderstorms. I know this weekend looked so pretty last Monday, and then ever since then, it's just trended worse and worse. So, but anyway, we do need the rain, especially this time of the year with all the budding vegetation. Southwest winds at 10, gusting to 20 for our Sunday. Highs only in the low 60s. Monday, a 50% chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low 60s. And then Tuesday, the better looking day of the 5-day forecast, partly cloudy as it looks right now, highs in the upper 60s. Look at these highs, every one of them in the 60s this week. And then Wednesday, another 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms, highs in the mid to upper 60s. So the end of next week looking unsettled as well. So another very similar type situation. Probably not going to be as much of a severe weather threat at the end of next week, but I'll keep an eye on that. And look at those overnight lows for Sunday night and Monday night. Low 40s. If we could have cleared out, we would have had some patchy frost for our blackberry winter, as we call it. But as it is, it's going to be cloudy, kind of showery, so temperatures will not drop cold enough to frost. So we've had our last frost of this season, but we're going to get as close as we're going to get on Monday night. Estimated precip forecast. Probably looking at about an inch area wide before today is over with. If you get a stronger storm, you'll definitely get to that 1 inch mark, and then lower amounts for Sunday and Monday, and then more amounts coming in on Wednesday. Extended threat outlook, just watching the end of next week for the potential for some heavy rainfall and perhaps some storms. And then on this day in weather history, brought to us by Bramble Travel, in 2000, lightning strikes a home more than 100 years old in Lewisburg, Tennessee. The two-story home burns to the ground. That house had been hit by a tornado in 1913. The tax assessor claims the home was worth a whopping $26,000. So things have changed, right? 1999. An unusual set of circumstances led to dozens of tornadoes sweeping across Oklahoma. The worst toll was in human lives, 44 dead, including 3 children, hundreds more injured. Doppler on wheels measured winds of 318 miles per hour in one of those tornadoes, and that was just a couple of hundred feet up off the ground. So at ground level, they were lower than that, but you get my drift. That thing was intense. As an F5. This event was the first time a tornado emergency was issued, and that was for the Oklahoma City area. And that was just to let people know that this was something bigger than a regular quote-unquote tornado warning. This was a tornado emergency. They had a large, destructive tornado on the ground moving toward a very heavily populated area of southern Oklahoma City known as the Moore area. And so it swept through there. I mean, people really took it seriously when they issued a tornado emergency for the first time. Now we issue those when a confirmed large tornado or a confirmed tornado is on the ground moving into a heavily populated area. I was out there a couple of weeks after that tornado hit, and it was incredible to see that damage. You've not seen tornado damage till you've seen F5 damage. It is beyond bizarre. But anyway, yep, May 3rd, 1999. It's a day all meteorologists have memorized because this was a big day in weather history. You folks have a wonderful Saturday and keep looking up. And for more weather information, keep up with all this crazy weather, stick it right here, the Meteorologist Mark.